Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you the basics of painting textures. So you've done well, you've built your model and now you want to paint it. So let's just get rid of the lights. I'm just going to build some steps, nothing amazing. Let's just switch on those, and I'm gonna do a loop cut. So we're just gonna tab Control R, hit number 3 because we want faces, and extrude on the X like so. So that's just gonna be our steps. Done, all nicely. And now the next thing that we're going to do is, if we was to UV unwrap that now, it would come out not so good, because we've all our scales there. We've moved it, we've rescaled it, moved it about, so our scales are out of sync. So what we need to do is do Control A and just reset scales so they're all back to 1. Okay, now we can go into Edit, A, so we select all, UV. We're going to Smart UV Unwrap. Island margin 0.05. Now the island margin is the gap between the faces of where the cuts are, because this is done automatically. So if we go into texture paint, you can see here where our cuts have been made, and the gap, which is where we set 0.05, so that's where the gap is, and these are our islands. Okay, so the model is pink because we don't have any texture on it. So let's go to the plus, create base color. I'm going for a 2K texture, and because there's stairs, I'm going to go for a grey color. I'm just going to copy that. And then OK, so that's our grey. Now you can see the size of our brush. We've got our colour here as white, so we're just going to put it down to a light grey, but I'm going to chuck it into our colour palette. So we'll create a new one, and then just click on the plus, and then that colour that we've made will go into here. So here we are with our model, and we want to paint it. So let's go texture painting up here to texture paint. Okay, and then we can select the color that we made. So let's F to make it smaller. I'm just going to bring down the strength. You can do it up there, or you can do a Shift and F, and that will move the strength up and down. Actually, I might make that a little bit darker. You can see there, we're just making it a little bit lighter along the edges. Unfortunately, I use a mouse at the moment until I can get hold of a tablet. And then what we'll do is we'll get a darker colour, and we'll add that to our palette, and we'll just crank in the, so obviously the more you go over it, the darker it gets. And then that's our inside edge there. So we could make a little crack. Just take that down. Gonna add that in there, and then say here, let's just turn that strength up. There we go. So this is going to be like a crack. Just make it random, like so, and then we're just going to put in a little bit of a lighter colour, just around some of the edges here, just so it's got a, let's crank that up a bit more, like so. Let's crank it up a bit more, and then maybe there. Like that, and then we want to go for, let's going to add that colour in, a darker, maybe like that, but we're going to crank up the brush size, so F, maybe like that. We're just going to turn the strength down and just sort of fill it in here. Kind of like that. And then what we can do is just get the it's like a blur or soften, and then we're just going to use that to blur that over a little bit, and maybe just on the white there. Okay, just to give it a little, just to soften it up a little bit. Okay, and then we can just maybe, don't forget to go back to your brush or your draw tool. You've also got a smear, so you can actually just sort of, maybe that's a little bit too much strength. Let's just crank that down. Maybe make the brush a little bit bigger, sort of give it a blend it in a bit more. Like so. Okay. Yeah, don't forget to go back into your brush tool. Maybe on the center piece here, but just make it a little bit bigger, and then in a little bit darker F, make it a bit smaller. I'm just going to give it a sort of down here. And the same on this one. I'm just going to give it a little bit of darkness here. Okay. And you know, it's just to sort of give you an idea of what you can do, with the brush. And don't forget to save, because this will be saved as a separate file. So you'd need to go to image and then save, go to your folder and save it to whatever you want to call it. So it's like real simple to use. no issues. Just remember to reset your scales, go to your UV unwrapping, just do like auto and it'll do it automatically, and create your new base colour, and then you can paint away. Real easy. I will do another video showing the other things you can do on the paint. Yeah, we'll go from there. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.